for quite some time now. I'm not a young man. I've been around for a little bit, so I've been collecting comics for a very long time. And I wanted to make this video a couple months ago. I started to, but it just wasn't coming out right. It just didn't sound good. And honestly, there's really no really good way to do a video like this. I'm doing the video because I just wanted to just put out there my appreciation for an artist, for George Perez, the artist, comic book artist. I've been collecting books for a while, and one series that got me into DC Comics, I really wasn't a DC, I was into Marvel, was the Teen Titans series. The art was really something I wasn't used to. It was done very well. The subject matter was more mature than what I was used to. Um, and I really, really dug this series. And one of the big reasons I dug this series was because of George Perez's art. Marv Wolfman has some great writing, but I love George Perez's art. It always showed a lot of emotion, a lot of movement, and that's the big thing about comic books. We're looking at still pictures, but if you can still feel the movement in the pictures, that's great. I mean, that's skill. That's mastery right there. And you could always feel like things were happening in a still picture. Some of my favorite books, were from that area. And the good thing, about collecting is that we can go back and revisit, maybe our childhood, maybe some of our better times, maybe when we were just going through different things. And I pulled these books out, and look, they're still in the original bags. I had them back in the day. I don't think I've opened these books in years. Okay. But the reason why I'm doing the video, because a lot of times, when we're collecting, we're buying things, we're getting them graded, we're getting them, encapsulated for to get a better value on them, all that good stuff there. But the reason why I started reading comic books was because I was reading comic books. I was reading stories. I was looking at adventures. I was looking at the art. I was doing all that, and that's why, I started reading comic books as a young man, and I still read them today. Just for the stories, and of course for the art as well. So I just want to put this out there because there's some comic books that people call grails. Well, I just want to talk about this. There's some books here that I have that were done with, by George, and I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm not going to grade them. I'm not going to do anything with them. They're going to stay in my collection, okay? Because as we know, the man's going through some stuff right now. He's very ill, and I just wanted to put this out there because I thought he was. I think, sorry, he's a brilliant artist. He did a great job with everything he did. You look at these who covers, and there's just a lot going on. He was great at detail, great at putting little things in there. I mean, go back, find some of these books, pick them up from the store, and just stare at the covers for a couple hours, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna see some really cool details in these Who's Who covers alone. I mean, he was just fabulous. But what brought me to this video was that, when I was talking about books I would never ever get rid of, never trade, never get graded. I wanted to highlight this book because this book right here, to me, this should be in everyone's collection. Okay, this is comic book history right here. I mean, you have Avengers and JLA, which was a book they tried getting off the ground many times, but when they finally did it, they did it right, and they did a great job of it. And this cover here is just fabulous. It's amazing. I mean, you've got Superman on the cover holding Thor's hammer because he's worthy, and Cap's shield. Just iconic. This is comic history. We won't see this again, probably. We won't see DC and Marvel do stuff like this again because of the current situation with the different companies that own them. Disney and Warner Brothers, they're fierce rivals. But this is a different time, and even back then they were rivals, but they got together and did this book. They could not have done this book without George Perez because I know they tried it back in the day with the Marvel versus DC, where they kind of did the whole amalgam thing, which was cool, but not like this. This was just an amazing series. And, I mean, I don't want to open the book right now to show you because I don't want to mess it up because it's so well done. But, this is not something that I'm looking to get rid of anytime soon. Um, I don't think ever. Okay, this is gonna stay in my collection. I'm not gonna get it put in a capsule. I'm not gonna, get it in a way that I can't ever open it again and look through it, because this book brings me back to a really, you know, special time in my life. When things were a little bit simpler. You know, but and I guess to honor George, I'm going to keep this book just the way it is. Okay, I know a lot of people are scrambling to get the books sent out there, take grades on them, and look, that's your choice, and I get it. That's fine, but not for me. I want to keep this the way it is. I think this is one of the best covers ever made in comic book history. Whatever you say, that's what I think. Okay, this is a great book. This is a great cover. And you know, not much I can say. About what's going on with George. But and I don't think George is going to come across my video and say, "Hey, look at this." But I just want to do it. I just want to do it. I want to get out there. I want to let people know that he's appreciated, because he is. He's a great artist. He did a lot. I can go on about George for another 10, 20 minutes. Okay, but I just want to say, great artist, one of the best of our generation, one of the best of all time, and he put together one of the best covers in comic book history, taking three iconic characters, putting them in one official comic book cover. Okay, this is official. This isn't just something that someone did as a promotion. This is an official comic book cover, you know, on this wonderful series. And like I said, if you don't have this in your collection, you should get it. Okay, it's gonna look great on your wall, but it's a great book. You should get the whole series and read it. If not, get an omnibus and read it and take some time to admire all the details that this man put into these books. It was amazing. It was fabulous. We probably won't see anything like this ever again. All right, guys. Nice talking to you.